beautiful. This is the skin of a killer, Bill.
Hi, how are you? Hope you're well. So I am here today because I've been doing some thinking. And I thought, in honor, truly, of reading Twilight for the first time last year, I felt that it would be very appropriate and earned of myself to read Twilight on crack. Now I know you're wondering, is this like a Midnight Sun reading vlog? I don't have the willpower to do that, not yet at least. Maybe in 2025, maybe. I will be attempting to read the Crave series, which is 6 books that are way too long, that covers are giving Twilight, and I've heard are just crazy. So I have actually watched a reading vlog on them, and it was spoilers, but most of it I've forgotten, and plus that's kind of what also like sparked this idea in the first place, because I was like watching the reading vlog, I was like, this is crazy, I need to read this for myself, but it's 700 page books. I don't want to be doing that for myself, like no, but I could do it for a video. So here we are. I definitely will pick up Crave, the first book, within the next 2 to 3 months. And this is not going to be a quick reading vlog. I'm not going to force myself to read these. It's kind of just gonna come whenever I'm ready. And like I said, I'm attempting to read the whole series. There's a very large chance I might DNF them. Who knows? I don't. But I thought it would be fun. I am excited. I've never read Crave, but I was very much intrigued by it when it first came out. And the size of it, the sheer size of it, truly just was what intimidated me. In case you don't know, I'm going to go ahead and read the blurb to you. The one you crave is the one who could get you killed. The moment she steps foot inside, Grace knows that there's nothing normal about Casimir Academy or the students in it. Her uncle's exclusive and secretive boarding school is the lost place she wants to be. But after the tragic deaths of both her parents, she is left with no choice. It's not long before she discovers that she has entered a world like nothing she has ever known. Shapeshifters, witches, and vampires roam the halls, existing in uneasy cooperation, a fragile web of alliances, the only thing keeping them from war. As the lone morsel, the only thing Grace is sure of is that she doesn't belong. Then she meets Jackson Vega, a vampire with deadly secrets who hasn't felt anything for 100 years. Something in him calls to Grace, something that could spell her death, because Jackson walled himself off for a reason, and as Grace is drawn further under his spell, she begins to wonder, did she come to Kashmir by accident, or was she brought here as bait? Ooh, sounds so silly already. And then, according to my Storygraph AI preview, it says here that Crave by Tracy Wolff is a good fit for those seeking a story that combines the thrill of adventure with the intensity of dark, mysterious elements and slow burn romance, all set within a boarding school for supernatural creatures. So, Twilight on crack. I don't know if this was actually intended to be anything like Twilight. I'm not saying that the author wrote this to make a Twilight knockoff. I'm not making any like suggestions like that. I just thought it's a funny video title, and when I look at the books, that's like the vibe that I get. So no hate to the author when I say it's Twilight on crack. That's literally just what my brain is telling me it is. I don't know when I'm gonna start this. We'll find all of that out together, but I'm excited. I think it's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be abysmally long. I will definitely be reading and listening to them to get them over with as soon as possible, but we'll see. For right now, I'm excited. Who knows? I'm not saying I'm gonna read all of them. If I do, I'm not saying I'm gonna like it, but I'm excited for this journey and seeing where this journey ends. So I hope you enjoy coming along with me. And again, I hope this gets posted in 2024, because otherwise this is very embarrassing, because right now it is the 23rd of January, 2024. So I'm gonna go. I will see you once I've actually started reading, which probably won't be soon, but we'll see. So I just started Crave. I'm only 15 pages into it, and normally I would find this type of writing to be very cringy, I guess you could say, but I think because I went into this expecting it to be bad, for lack of better words, I am actually finding it quite funny, and I'm quite enjoying how overdramatic the main character is being. So we're off to a good start, but I'm only 2% into the book, so it is way too early to judge, but we'll see. Hopes are high. Let's hope for the best. I have absolutely no words for this quote. This is either going to be splendid or terrible because I'm only 3% further into the book and this is what we're dealing with. Why am I doing this? Why am I reading this? Someone tell me because I don't remember.
I just spent like 5 minutes laughing at this because even though we don't know that Jackson is a vampire yet, why did he send her Twilight? Of all the books, why did he send her Twilight? I wasn't expecting to like this much, but this is so stupid. I love it.
Hi. So I'm at about 42% with Crave, and I'm going to be perfectly honest, I haven't read in at least a month, maybe longer. I don't remember the last time I picked up the book. So I have made the executive decision to switch to the audiobook and listen to it instead of reading it, because it started out as a really fun little journey and then kind of just, it got very annoying to me very quickly and I just didn't ever want to pick it up, to be perfectly honest with you. So that is where I'm at. I'm going to start reading the audiobook today, and then honestly I think I might not read the whole series. Since it's been so long, I don't remember in the intro if I said I'm reading the whole series or just the first book, but I'm 90% certain that I said I'm going to read the entire series. I don't think I'm going to do that anymore. I'll see how I feel at the end of this book. I do think I'll finish the series at some point. However, this video will end after the first book because I don't want to binge it. I don't want to be reading these back to back to back to back. I kind of just want to pick them up when I'm in a silly, goofy mood, I guess you could say. So that's kind of where I'm at, but I will finalize that decision once I'm at the end of this book, and I'll let you guys know if it's the end of the video, obviously. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'll go more into detail about why I dislike it once I finish the book and once I have just my thoughts fully wrapped up. So that's where I'm at. That's the update. Just wanted to keep you informed. I'm probably going to be listening to this on a minimum of 2 times speed because I just want to get through it. I've been reading this book for 4 months, I think, at this point, and I don't want to see it in my currently reading this whole area in Storygraph anymore. So yeah, I'll check in once I'm finished. Wish me luck. Hi, so I finished. And what do I have to say? I don't really know. So again, it's been a while since my last update, and it's been a long while since my intro because it took me like 2 months to read this book. But I believe originally I set out to make this video to read the entire Crave series, and I have decided to just stick to reading book 1. So my main issue with this book was I wanted it to be bad in a fun way. Like, I wanted to hate that I love it type of thing. I knew it was going to be silly. I knew I wouldn't be able to take seriously. Like, what I expected is exactly what I got from this book, but after the 150-ish, well, no, that's a lie. After like the 200-page mark, I kind of just couldn't do it anymore, and it just became way too much for me and way too cringy. It's not my cup of tea. This was written for me when I was like 13, 14. I would have eaten it up. But for me now, where I am in my life, it's just not something that I can even really hate love. It was really fun at the beginning, and then it kept going and it kept going. I cannot handle the fact that she was like in love with him after speaking to him 4 times, and it's so dumb. It's so dumb. I'm so sorry. It's really bad, and I really don't want to read the rest of the series. Maybe one day I'll continue it, or maybe I'll just read like a sequel as I need like a little fun little pick-me-up to get me back into like the reading spirit or something. And if I do that, I can definitely continue making reading vlogs if this is something that's interesting. However, for right now, I am closing the chapter on the Crave series. I am closing the book on the Crave series. I'm closing the series on the Crave series. I'm not reading anymore. I have no plans to read anymore. I'm taking it off my series list and putting it in the do not continue section of my Notion. It's over. It's done. It was fun while it lasted. I don't want to keep reading it though. And the thing too with this book that I really struggled with is, if you've seen any of the books, you know that they are long. I think the longest one is like book 3 or 4, and it's 900 and something pages. That's Kingdom of Ash long. Why is it that long? Book 1 took place over like 2 weeks, and it's 500 pages. Like 5 chapters is 1 day. It is insane how slow but fast it confuses my brain. It wasn't for me. It was fun though. It was a fun experience. Definitely does feel like Twilight on crack. I was joking when I started this saying it's Twilight on crack. No, it's actually Twilight but on crack, and I mean that lovingly, you know. Love Twilight. I think Crave will always just have like a little place in my heart. I always look at it, I'm like, I read that. Oh, I give it a 2-star, by the way. I don't hate it. I don't want anyone to think like I hate it. I didn't even dislike it. It's just, it was too long for what it was. If it was just a standard 300-page, 400-page book, and all of them were that length, I think I would have liked them a lot more because I could like space it out and it wouldn't have been difficult to get through. But the fact that the series is so long, my goodness. Just, it's too much. It's too much. I did enjoy it. It was fun while it lasted, and I'm happy I read it. Twilight on crack. I would actually recommend this if you think this is something that would interest you. If you know what you're getting yourself into with this book and series, I definitely wouldn't recommend buying the whole series. Like, if you want to purchase the book, I would really recommend going book by book by book, especially if you're younger to middle teens, you'll probably like this. But if you're older teens and up, this might be a bit too young for you, because this is kind of, it's Twilight on crack, so expect Twilight on crack, you know? If you love Twilight, you might love this. If you hated Twilight, don't even try. That's really all I have to say. I didn't like it because the characters annoyed me and they fell in love after a week. And yeah, so yeah. Let me know what you think of this book and or series. If you have read the entire series, let me know if you thought it was like worth the time and effort. I have watched like full spoilers on 5 out of 6 of the books, so I know what happens. I know the whole mystery and everything. But let me know if you think it's worth continuing, if you think I should not give up and maybe just listen to one book every few months, what your opinion is. Let me know. If you like me or my videos, I would really appreciate a like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like it. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. Bye.
This is what I am.